Hey there, welcome to my lazy review of this movie, Gladiator 2, the much highly anticipated sequel to 2000's Gladiator, because let's be honest, we've all been craving for a sequel, and Sir Ridley Scott, the past 24 years, he's just been putting out hit after hit after hit. Like, for real, I mean, who is this for? Was anybody asking for it? And I will say this, the trailer did not sell me at all. The overblown production value didn't sell me. And what's the storyline? Because Maximus already had his story. Now Lucius is older and played by a different actor. Maybe Pedro Pascal's the bad guy. I guess Denzel is in this movie for some reason, and some new weird kind of twin clown emperors. I don't know what the fuck is going on. But I never go into a film with the expectation of hating it. And you know what? Thanks to my good old Regal app, I'm not paying for it. But still, the movie is clocking in about 2.5 hours, plus the drive out there, plus the half-hour previews, and I'm still paying for it with time. I don't want to hate the film. Maybe it'll be somewhat watchable, but also I'm just not looking forward to it. And I just don't think anything about this film will be as good as part one. But I have to be fair, and I can't review the film unless I go sit down and suffer or sit down and watch it for myself. And do me a favor, enjoy my intro. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back from Gladiator 2. Was I entertained? Not really, and let's get into it. Also, real quick, I don't do this too often because usually I just talk about a film, but I will say minor spoilers. Don't worry, I'm not going to spoil much because if you watch part one, you've already watched this movie. So, what's going on with this sequel? It's been some time since the events of the first film. Lucius is now older, and for some reason his mother, Connie Nielsen, gave him up and threw him away because he was supposed to be the new emperor after his uncle died, Commodus, and his life would have been in danger, and it's stupid, don't worry about it. It's also told through flashbacks. He's living in Africa under a different name. Pedro Pascal is the new Maximus, he's the new general of Rome. I don't care about his character's name, don't worry, neither should you, and basically Lucius's wife, she dies by an arrow. Instead of being captured, he kind of gives himself up, and then he's given over to Denzel Washington. Again, don't care about his character's name. Denzel is basically playing Proximo from the first film, and instead of these two having a friendship, they have this really weird dynamic, and they kind of hate each other, and sometimes Lucius wants to kill him. Not even Denzel can save this film. We have these new twin emperor, maybe gay guys, I'm not sure where they come from. There's no backstory. Every scene they are in, they are overacting their ass off. There is bigger battles, but not necessarily better. We have a gladiator fight with CGI baboons, I'm not even joking, and of course, if you're watching the trailer, there is a bigger naval battle with sharks, CGI sharks, and I'm not sure how the whole logistics of getting a shark into, I don't know, Rome and dumping them into a gladiator arena, and
It sounds so stupid.
just stop asking questions, but that's the entire plot of the film. Basically, Maximus's character arc is broken down to Lucius and Pedro Pascal because guess what? Pedro Pascal, he may not be a bad guy. I guess he wants to overthrow the emperors and free Rome, just like Maximus did in the first film.
It's the same thing.
It's convoluted, the acting is all over the place, the budget is bloated, it's a freaking mess, and in the end, I don't care. There's a fight scene between Denzel and eventually Lucius. The fight scene is fucking awful, and considering Denzel did 3 excellent Equalizer films, it's painful to watch, and I don't care, spoiler, Denzel has the most awkward, strange death I've seen in a very fucking long time. The film is 2.5 hours long, and it fucking feels it. I just want to get out of there. I'm like, why am I watching this for? Why do I hate myself?
Why do I hate myself so much?
And, oh, you know what, let's just talk about it. Maximus apparently could have been Lucius's father because remember in the first film where he had a wife and 2 children that were brutally murdered? There's some flashbacks with Maximus. You know what, I don't care. Let's get into my 3 lazy questions. So, question number 1, how to feel about the film. If you couldn't tell by my whole chipper demeanor, I was mostly fucking bored. The acting, as I said, is all over the place. The plot makes no freaking sense, and it's like when there's the scenes between Commodus and Maximus in the first film, there was just a dynamic between 2 characters. Lucius has no dynamic at all. Him and Pedro Pascal have a handful of scenes, and they're not even great scenes. His mother, she only recognizes him because in the first film, remember, Maximus grabs some dirt. He does that in this film, and that makes her remember he's her son, and he kind of hates her, but kind of doesn't, and
Stupid. This is so stupid.
And I'll get into now question number 2. Would I recommend that you see this film? Of course, hell fucking no, guys. Don't waste your time. Watch something better. Go watch the first film, or you know what? My friend Lance on his channel called The Outcast Creative, we did cover season 1 of the show called Spartacus. Go watch season 1 of Spartacus. You'll have a better time.
Go do something else.
My final question, most importantly, being blue collar, an idiot working 2 jobs, I'm not paying for it thanks to Regal. Do I think that you should pay for this film? Of course, fuck no, it's a waste of money. I mean, I had low expectations, but as somebody once said, I had no expectations and even let my low expectations even down further. I don't care, all right?
I just want to move on. That's all.
So, not even a competition, was pretty simple. How do I feel about Gladiator 2, the sequel that nobody asked for and nobody needed? This movie, by all accounts, is simply a fucking waste of time.
Waste of time.
Just Ridley Scott, I'm not sure what's going on. If they make a third film, God help us all. Yeah, let me grab Bender. Let me check my time. Let's get out of here, guys. That's it. Cheers.
This calls for a drink.
Everybody needs one of these, a catchphrase.
It's called a catchphrase.
Have a great day, but after this movie, I'm looking forward to going back to work.